Hi students, I am Nimisha and I will be teaching you your next chapter in mathematics, coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry. So this is related to graphs. In a graph, if this is a graph on a 2D, that means two dimensions, x-axis and y-axis. The intersection of x and y-axis is the origin. Now if I move from the origin to this point, I am moving one position to the right. So x is 1, y is 0. One more position here, 2, 0. If I move up, 0, 1, 0, 2. If I move here, you can say x is 1 and y is also 1. So you'll know already how to use a graph and how to mark these points. Each point has coordinates. This is known as the x coordinate and this is known as the y coordinate. The x coordinate is also called the abscissa. The y coordinate is also called the ordinate. On the x-axis, y is 0. On the y-axis, x is 0. These are your basics and fundamentals that you need to know. So let's see how do we get the distance formula. This is the origin, x-axis, y-axis. Let us say we have 2 points A and B. We want to find this distance between A and B. Let's call it D. This point A, the coordinates of A is x1, y1 and the coordinates of B, let it be x2, y2. Now, this has to be the x coordinate, so can I say this is x1? This has to be the y coordinate, so I can say this is y1. This has to be the, again, this one's x coordinate, x2, and this one's y coordinate, y2. Now, what is this distance here? Till here it is, let's say 3 centimeters. Till here let's say it's 5 centimeters. What is the distance between these two? 5 minus 3. Till here it is x1 centimeters. Till here it's x1. Till here it's x2. So what is this distance here? Can I say it's x2 minus x1? Yes. So this x2 minus x1, I can say here also is x2 minus x1, the distance between these two. This whole thing here is y1. This whole thing here is y2. So what will be this distance? Can I say it's y2 minus y1? Yes. The same y2 minus y1 I can write here. Now, in this triangle, AB, let's say this is C. I can say angle C is right angled. Yes? Okay. So now your first point will be consider 2 points A and B such that the coordinates are x1, y1 and B is x2, y2. Let the distance between A and B be D. In triangle ABC, AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. Why? Pythagoras theorem. Please write it down. Don't write PT, write the full form. AB is nothing but D square. AB is D, so AB square, D square. AC, what is AC? x2 minus x1 whole square plus BC, y2 minus y1. There's a square, so square. Send the square root, square that side, make it under root. Root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. This is known as the distance formula. Should I put plus or minus here? No, because distance cannot be negative. We ignore the negative sign. So, D is equal to root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So, small note, if they give you 3 points and they tell you check if it forms a triangle and what kind of a triangle does it form. 3 points will form a triangle only if sum of two sides is greater than the third side. Sum of two sides is always greater than the third side. What kind of triangle does it form? That you already know. If it's an equilateral triangle, you will find that all the sides are equal. If it's an isosceles triangle, then two sides are equal. And if it's a right angle triangle, the sum of the squares of the two sides is equal to the sum of the square of the third side. That is nothing but what we just did. If this is x square and this is y and z, so x square is equal to y square plus z square. So, condition to check that if a triangle can be formed is sum of two sides greater than or equal to third side. Now, in this question here, they have asked, do the points form a triangle? They are asking you whether it forms a triangle. So, you have to check whether it forms a triangle. How will you check if it forms a triangle? If sum of two sides are greater than the third side. If so, name the type of triangle formed. So, now there are 3 points given. Let us say this is 3, 2, minus 2, minus 3 and 2, 3. Let us name this as A, B and C. So, you have to find the distance between AB, BC and AC. So, what will be AB? Root of AB, x2 minus x1 the whole square. So, we can first write the distance formula. We know that distance formula is x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. We will apply each of this for each distance. AB, let us say this is x2 and this is x1. So, minus 2 minus 3 whole square plus minus 3 minus 2 whole square under root. So, root of minus 2 minus 3 minus 5 whole square plus again minus 5 whole square. So, this becomes 5 square plus 5 square, 25 plus 25, root 50. Now, let us go for BC. Root of B to C, or you can take anyone as x1, y1 or x2, y2, you will get the same answer. So, here I will take x1, y1, x2, y2, okay. Minus 2 plus minus 3 minus again 3. Minus 2 minus 4 the whole square plus minus 3 minus 6 the whole square. Root of minus 4 the whole square, minus square plus 4 square 16, minus square plus 6 square 36, 36 plus 16, 36 plus 10, 46, 46 plus 6, 52, root 52. Now, we have to find AC. Root of 2 minus 3 the whole square plus 3 minus 2 the whole square. 2 minus 3 minus 1 the whole square plus 3 minus 2 1 the whole square minus 1 the whole square 1, 1 the whole square 1, root 2. So we have AB equal to root 50, BC equal to root 52 and AC equal to root 2. So sum of two sides greater than third sides. If you feel root 52 is equal to root 50 plus root 2, absolutely wrong. You cannot add root A plus root B is not the same as root A plus B. Root A into root B is root A into B, correct? This is wrong. So this is not valid. So now how do we check if sum of two sides is greater than third side? You have to find decimal value, there is no other choice here. So find the decimal value of root 50, you will find it to be around 7.07. Root 52, please find it, you will find it be around 7.21, and root 2 you find it around to be 1.41. Now try if sum of two sides is greater than third side. 7.07 plus 7.21, 14 point something. Is it greater than 1.41? Yes, it is valid. So now 7.21 plus 1.41. 7.21 plus 1.41 is 8 point something. Greater than 7.07? Yes, valid. 1.41 plus 7.07. Again 8 point something. Is it greater than 7.21? Yes. Sum of any two sides is greater than the third side. Therefore, yes, it forms a triangle. Give the reason. Sum of any two sides is greater than the third side. Therefore, yes, it forms a triangle. What kind of triangle does this form? Is it equilateral? No. All sides are not equal. Is it isosceles? Are any two sides equal? No. Again, it's not isosceles. So the next triangle that you have to find out is it right angled? So we write Pythagoras theorem. Who is the greatest of all this? Root 52. So root 52 is the hypotenuse. That is root 50 plus root 2 whole square. What was this? BC. Okay. So 52 is equal to 50 plus 2. Yes, 52 equals 52, valid. Therefore, we can say what is root 52? BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square. So if I have a right angle triangle, BC is the hypotenuse. And this is A. So angle A is right angle triangle. Angle A is 90 degree. Therefore, triangle ABC forms a right angle triangle. Next concept, equidistant points. Equidistant points means you are equally distant from someone. Equal distance, equidistant. So P is equally distant from A and B. If P is equally distant from A and B, then we can say, see, P is equally distant from A and B. That means if it takes 100 meters for P to between P and B, P and A, then it's 100 meters between P and B also. So if P is equally distant from A and B, then PA is equal to PB. Are they all in the same line? Not necessary. It can be in the same line. Yes, but not necessary. They can be equidistant like this also. Collinear points. What are collinear points? Co, same, linear, line. Points lying on the same line are called collinear points. If the points are lying on the same line, so if I say this is 3 centimeter and this is 5 centimeter, can I say it's total 8 centimeter? Yes. So for collinear points, you can say AB plus BC is equal to AC. That means sum of two sides or two line segments is equal to third side. Ma'am, isn't this the same as triangle? No. In triangle, sum of two sides is greater than third side. In this, sum of two sides is equal to third side. If sum of two sides were greater than third side, B would be here. It would form a triangle. Sum of two sides become greater than third side. So if it is equal, then it is collinear points. Suppose they give you 4 points and they ask you what does it form. See, 4 points if I take, it will form some kind of quadrilateral. Now what kind of a quadrilateral is this form? It forms a parallelogram if, you have to check in your answer, if opposite sides are equal. Rectangle, if opposite sides are equal and diagonals are also equal. Rhombus, all sides are equal. Square, all sides are equal and also diagonals are equal. So when you are checking whether it's a square, what should you check? You have to check if all sides are equal and diagonals are equal. So you have to remember this in coordinate geometry. This is sufficient information to check whether the given quadrilateral is a parallelogram, rectangle, rhombus or square. Example 2, show that the points are the vertices of a square. So first we'll draw a square. A, B, C, D. A is 1, 7, B is 4, 2. If you directly go to D and write -1, wrong. You have to follow the order. A, B, C, D means you have to go A, B, C, D only. If you do A, B, D, C and change the order, you may not get the same answer. So please follow the order given in the question, -1, -1 and -4, 4. Okay. So the distance formula is given as root of x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. We already know this. You can interchange x2, y2, x1, y1, you will get the same answer. So find the distance between each side, AB. So first we are doing AB. Root of, I will take this as x2, y2, x1, y1, okay. So 4 minus 1, 4 minus 1, 2 minus 7. So 4 minus 1 the whole square plus 2 minus 7 the whole square. Root of 3 square plus 2 minus 7 minus 5. Minus 5 the whole square, minus will go away, plus 9 plus 25. 9 plus 25. What is 9 plus 25? Root 34. Leave it as it is. Next, AB. So next we go to BC. Root of -1 minus 4, -1 minus 4 the whole square plus -1 minus 2. So it becomes root of -5 the whole square plus -3 the whole square. Root 25 plus -3 the whole square 9. Again you get root 34. Next side, AB over, BC over. Now we come to CD. So CD is equal to root of -1 minus of -4. See, I am taking this as x1, y1, x2, y2. -1 minus -4. Close bracket square. -1 minus 4 square. Root of -1 plus 4 square plus -5 square. -1 plus 4, 3. 3 square, 9. -5 square, 25. Root 34. CD is over. Now we go to DA. To find DA, x1, y1, x2, y2, okay. So 1 minus -4 square plus 7 minus 4 square, root of 1 minus into minus plus 4 square plus 3 square, root 5 square 25, 3 square 9. Again root 34. All sides are equal. First condition of square satisfied. What is the next condition? Check if the diagonals are equal. So now let's go to find diagonal. Diagonal is nothing but BD and AC. So AC, x1 y1 x2 y2 minus 1 the whole square plus minus 1 minus 7 the whole square minus 2 the whole square plus minus 8 the whole square. 4 plus minus 8 the whole square 64 root 68. Next, AC is over. Now go for BD. Root of x1 y1 x2 y2 minus 4 the whole square 4 minus 2 the whole square minus 4 the whole square plus 4 minus 2 the whole square minus 4 the whole square minus 8 the whole square plus 2 square minus 8 the whole square 64 plus 4 root 68. As you can see, root 68 equal, diagonals are equal. Therefore, you can write AB equals BC equals CD equals DA is equal to root 34 units. You don't know whether it is centimeter, meter, so just write units. Next, AC equals BD equals root 68 units. So therefore, we can say all sides are equal and diagonals are equal. Therefore, the 4 points forms a square. Example 3. Figure 7.6 shows the arrangement of desks in a classroom. Ashmita, Bharti and Kamala are seated. Ashmita, Bharti and Kamala are seated at 3, 1. You can see 3, 1. You know to read a graph, right? First read the x-axis, then read the y-axis. 6, 4, 6, 4. And then, so A is 3, 1. You know to read the graph, right? First read the x-axis, then the y-axis. B is 6, 4. First read the x-axis, then the y-axis. And C is 8, 6. 8 and 6. Do you think they are seated in a line? Give reason for your answer. How do you recognize whether they are seated in a line? Line means what? All these 3 points have to be on a line. Such a line is called, or such points are called collinear points. What is the condition for collinear points? Sum of two sides should be equal to the third side. That's all. Easy question. So redraw this graph, because in your book you can't draw this in detail. So in simple, draw a graph. Mark A. What is A? 3, 1. What is B? 6, 4. What is C? 8, 6. So you have to just check if AB plus BC is equal to AC, right? Easy question. So first find the distance between AB. Take this as x2, y2, x1, y1. 6 minus 3 the whole square plus 4 minus 1 the whole square. 6 minus 3 is 3, 3 square is 9. 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 square is again 9. Root 18. Root 18 on prime factorization, 2 9s are 18, 3, 3, 3, 1. So you will get this as root 3 square into 2. Remove the 3 out, 3 root 2 units. Wherever you can solve your root, please solve. Here we could solve the root 18. In the previous example, root 34 I could not solve. Next, AB is done. Next we go for BC. x2 minus x1. So 8 minus 6 the whole square plus 6 minus 4 the whole square. 8 minus 6, 2 square plus 6 minus 4, 2 square. 2 squares 4, 2 squares 4, 4 plus 4, root 8. Do prime factorization of 8, same method, 2, 4, 2, 2, 2, 1. So this will become root 2 square into 2. You should always group in pairs. Why group in pairs? Because under root is there. So when the square is there inside, it will come out and the square goes away. So it becomes 2 root 2 units. Next, we have to find AC. So we finished AB, finished BC, now we find AC. Root of 8 minus 3 the whole square plus 6 minus 1 the whole square. 8 minus 3, 5 square. 6 minus 1, 5 square. Root 25 plus root 25, sorry, 25 plus 25. Root 50. Root 50. 2 25s are 5 5s are 5 1s are. 5 becomes pair, so 5 square into 2. 5 square comes out 5 root 2 units. If I add up anything, do I get the third side? See here. Think of it like 5 apples. 5 apples, 3 apples, 2 apples. 2 apples plus 3 apples, 5 apples. Agreed? Yes. So, we can therefore say 5 root 2 is equal to 3 root 2 plus 2 root 2. AC is equal to AB plus BC. Therefore, A, B, C are collinear points. Example 4, find a relation between x and y such that the point x comma y is equidistant from the points, let's say A and B. So this is just like what we learnt in equidistant. So we have 2 points A and B. This is 7 comma 1 and this is 3 comma 5. They are telling you find a relation between x and y such that the point xy. So there is some point xy here which is equidistant from A and B. So if xy is equidistant from A and B, can I say AP equals PB? Yes. So let P of x comma y, or given, it is given P of x comma y is equidistant from A and B. What is A? 7 comma 1 and B 3 comma 5. Therefore, we can say AP is equal to BP or PA is equal to PB. AP using distance formula, root of AP. So, x1, y1, x2, y2, okay. X minus 7 the whole square plus y minus 1 the whole square is equal to BP x1, y1, x2, y2. X minus 3 the whole square. Like I said, you can interchange x1, y1, x2, y2, you will get the same answer. X minus 3 the whole square plus y minus 5 the whole square. Okay. So now there is root on both sides, so I can remove the root. How? Squaring on both sides. So squaring on both sides, both the roots vanish. I am left with x minus 1 square plus y minus 1 square. Is it x minus 1? X minus 7. This is 7. X minus 7 square plus y minus 1 square is equal to, root vanishes. So x minus 3 the whole square plus y minus 5 the whole square. Expand it. A square plus b square minus 2ab. A square plus b square minus 2 into x into 7 plus a square plus b square minus 2 into a into b. AB. A square plus b square minus 2 into a into b. Next, a square plus b square minus 2 into a into b. Whatever you can cancel, cancel. X square cancels. Y square also cancels. So now what happens? 7 square 49 minus 14x plus 1 minus 2y is equal to 3 square 9 minus 6x plus 25 minus 10y. In the question, they have not asked you to find the value of x and y, they have just asked you to find the relation. That means how are x and y related, or in other words, what is the equation? 49 plus 1, 50 minus 14x minus 2y is equal to 9 plus 25, 34 minus 6x minus 10y. Bring all the variables in one side, all constants on the other. I'll bring 34 this side. 50 minus 34, 34 went. Keep minus 6x minus 10y there only. Send minus 14x minus 2y that side. So minus 14x becomes plus 14x, minus 2y becomes plus 2y. 50 minus 34, 16. 6 minus 6x plus 14, 8x minus 10 plus 2 plus 8y. Plus 8y minus 8y. Minus 8y. Because it's minus 10y plus 2y. So you can see 8 is there common in everything. So 16 is equal to 8 into x minus y. Now, or you can say divide the whole equation by 8. Dividing the whole equation by 8, 16 by 2, sorry 16 by 8, 2. 8 by 8, 1. 8 by 8, 1. So x minus y is equal to 2 is the relationship between x and y. Example 5. Find a point on the y-axis which is equidistant from A and B. So if there is a point on the y-axis, which coordinate is 0? X coordinate. So therefore we can say, let the point on the y-axis be, let the point on the y-axis be dash comma, so x coordinate is 0, y coordinate is not 0, so just label it as y. And they have given, let's say this point is called P, okay. So they have given A is 6, 5 and B is minus 4, 3. They have given P is equidistant from A and B. Therefore, what can I say? PA is equal to PB. Just draw a rough diagram. So you have P here, which is 0, y. You have A here and you have B here. Okay. What is A? 6, 5. What is B? Minus 4, 3. Same type question as previous, but there both the coordinates were unknown. Here one is known, so you can find the other. Root of PA, x2, y2, x1, y1, 0 minus 6 the whole square plus y minus 5 the whole square is equal to root of 0 minus minus 4 the whole square plus y minus 3 the whole square. Squaring on both sides, 0 minus 6, 6, so 6 square plus y minus 5 the whole square is equal to 0 minus of minus 4 plus 4, 4 square plus y minus 3 the whole square. To solve for y, 36 plus y square plus 5 square minus 2 into 5, y into 5 is equal to 16 plus y square plus 3 square minus 2 into 3 into y. Y square cancels. 36 plus 25 minus 10y is equal to 16 plus 9 minus 6y. 36 plus 25, 36 plus 20, 56, 56 plus 5, 61. 61 minus 10y is equal to 16 plus 9, 25 minus 6y. Bring all the constants on the other and the variables on the other side. 61, 25 comes aside, so becomes minus 25 equal to minus 6y. Bring the minus 10y that side, so plus 10y. 61 minus 25, 36 is equal to 4y. 4 comes down, 36 by 4 equals y. Y is equal to 9 units. In the question they have asked for the point, so you can't leave your answer here, you should therefore write, therefore the required point is 0, 9. The p, that p you got, the point p, 0, y, so substitute, 0, 9.